All right, folks, yesterday was a deadline for President Donald Trump to provide evidence to the House Intelligence Committee when it came to his assertion that President Barack Obama wiretapped his phones. Well, guess what? It hasn't happened. They presented no evidence. In fact, the Department of Justice said, we need more time. For what? You need more time to find something that does not exist? Oh, well, y'all, this is a good one. Then yesterday, Sean Spicer, press secretary for Trump, says, well, Trump really didn't mean wiretap when he said wiretap. Well, what the hell was he talking about? You have a president, y'all, who straight lied, can't provide any proof that he lied, and then that he wasn't lying. Now all of a sudden, well, you know, we need more time. Let's go to Wilmer Leon, Avis Jones DeWeaver. I gotta tell you, Wilmer, it was hilarious yesterday watching that White House briefing to see the dancing around this when this White House, this president, straight lied.
You got to call it for what it is, and unfortunately, too many.
All right, let's go to Avis Jones DeWeaver. We got a problem there with Wilmer's Skype there. Avis, you there?
I'm here.
All right, so Avis, go right ahead, please.
Well, you know, he was exactly right. A lie is a lie is a lie. That's what it was. It was a bold-faced lie. And so now that they've been obviously outed as liars, they want to move the goalposts. So now he doesn't want to say, you know, that he wasn't talking about wiretapping. He was talking about some sort of surveillance in some broad sense, right? And you have Kellyanne Conway making some ridiculous statements about microwaves being cameras. And so, you know, you have all of this sort of new reality that they're trying to conjure up. And my sense is that clearly, since he lied, and now that they've moved the goalpost to widen it, in terms of what the Justice Department is now doing, I don't know, they may be looking at what other surveillance happened around that time. But let me just tell you, let me just remind everybody that his campaign was intricately linked with Russian operatives, and that oftentimes it is normal for Russian operatives to be surveilled. So if you are in contact with the enemy and the enemy is being surveilled, then at some level you might be surveilled. But that doesn't mean that that President Obama literally, quote unquote.
Let me go to Wilmer here. Again, we're having a problem with the Skype there. Wilmer, what's amazing to me is to see that, well, he didn't really mean it. He lied, but he didn't really mean it. So y'all really should not take literally what he says and what he tweets.
No, you can't. You can no. And this is an amazing thing. And this has nothing to do with whether we're dealing with a Democrat or a Republican president. The fact that the president of the United States cannot be listened to, cannot be trusted, does not know what he is talking about is an incredibly frightening thing. The other thing that people need to pay attention to here is, while we're talking about this, we're not talking about British troops, Russian troops, and U.S. troops in Libya. We're not talking about U.S. troops and Russian troops going back into Egypt. There are a lot of things that are happening on the international scene that could prove to be very devastating long term that are not being discussed, because we are sitting here talking about the idiocy of Donald Trump and Kellyanne Conway and her attempts to spin the unspinnable.
A peaceful protest turned deadly. 37-year-old black man was shot and killed by Baton Rouge police. His hands are in the air, and you still get shot by the cops.
Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
We're not gonna let hate define us.
Race is a big part of this.
If truly all lives matter, then all lives need to matter equally.
What we require is action. What we require is accountability. We understand that black lives do matter, and we will keep focused on this issue.
NewsOne Now, every weekday morning at 7 on TV1.